Hi, good afternoon. I am coming in to do a grounding exercise because not only do I really need this right now, but I feel like the whole world needs this right now. And this is a simple exercise that takes a few minutes in the beginning, but the more you do it, the faster you'll be able to ground. And it's just, there's Whether it's because there's a lot of energy in the air, which is happening right now, people are feeling a lot of energy, you're feeling a lot of stuff going on, a lot of news, a lot of swirling, a lot of um, breakthroughs and crises and confrontations, and the energy is just really, really, really high for personal and national universal levels. So we want to feel grounded during times like this, but also grounding is amazing just on a regular basis, just to have us go inward when we're feeling like our energies are chaotic, when we're feeling like our personal energies are just, before I was talking about universal energies, but it's like the energies that are coming in from the fact that the full moon and a lot of different things. There's just there was an eclipse also, a solar eclipse. So just a lot of the universal energies plus the personal energy when we feel like we're distracted. In Israel, I've been talking to a lot of women. We feel like we've developed ADD in the past 3 weeks, even though I don't like using that term. But we become very distractible, and it's just hard to focus. So it's so important in times like this to just ground. We can do this by standing on grass, on earth, on rock, by leaning up against a tree, by sitting in nature, taking a hike in nature, and doing this exercise. And combining this exercise with standing barefoot on grass or the dirt. So many powerful ways to do this. Use it as you'd like. You can re-listen to this video. You can listen to it over and over to practice until you're able to really get it on your own. And then once you do get it on your own, you'll just be in a place where, it just takes a second. You'll just start doing it, and you'll already feel like, you just get to that rooted place because your body remembers. We have muscle memory, and your body will remember as you start doing the steps. This is what leads us to relaxation and grounding, and we'll just get there. So, the first step is to take a deep breath and just set the intention for the next few moments on grounding and on just being with yourself. Okay, now there's an acronym for this, okay? It's OSCAR. This is, I'm trying to remember the name of the person who started this rooting exercise. You can look it up on Google to give credit to him. And, okay, so O is for open. So sit comfortably, sit in a position that's comfortable for you, or lie down. And you can also do this standing. And you just say the word open, and you connect with the fact that you are a vessel. You're like a pipeline, and there is energy always, always, always flowing to and through and from us. Like it's just an open pipeline. And so we want to open ourselves up to receiving positive energies. This is all positive, so this is only for receiving positive energies. Okay, so we just open ourselves up to this process. Silent, as we just connect with our quiet place. And different people can feel that in different ways. But it can be done even when there's a lot of noise or chaos around you. The more you do this, the easier it'll become to do in chaotic circumstances or noisy circumstances, etc. So, okay, so S is for silence. Just feel that quiet place inside of you and just connect with that place. Inner stillness always exists, no matter what is going on around us. Center. So we want to feel our center. We want to connect with our center. People can feel it in different places. Right now I'm feeling it halfway between my navel and the bottom of my breastbone. So just connect with your center. Attune is kind of like putting up an antenna to align with just the right frequency that is for you here in this grounding. Just attune yourself to what we're about to experience. And then root. So while we're rooting, we can feel energy pulling down from our sacrum, energy going down from our feet. We can feel like roots just from our, from the base of the spine, the sacrum, and our feet going down into the ground. And those roots will go down as deep as they need to go, and they'll find exactly where your body needs to be grounded until, where your energies are seeking to root. See, I take a deep breath. As soon as we ground, we can feel a shift. We can feel like a magnetic pull down into the ground. We can feel like a swaying sometimes because we're now connected with earth energy. Sometimes we'll feel like we've connected with water, which exists in the depths of the earth, so we can also be connecting with water. Just let the effects of being in this place just happen. You can see how I'm having a lot of releases with each of those deep breaths. My body's finding this to be extremely imperative right now. Now from this place, in this place, we are connected to divine abundance and creativity. And so we can pull up from the earth, which is, people can pick up some dirt in their hands, some earth in their hands, and I don't like using the word dirt because it brings up connotations of dirty. And earth is full of nutrients. Earth is full of alchemy. It's last year's fallen leaves and dried branches and wilted flowers and decayed nutshells and all these things that have fallen from trees and from nature, and that all over the winter months turns into the fodder for bringing in the spring growth. So earth is abundantly creative, abundantly bringing in rebirth, birth and rebirth. So it's what man was created out of, right? God took a mound of earth and created man. And so having this connection, we can pull up from the earth anything that we need. We could be conscious of it, or we can just simply set the intention of, I know that my body is pulling up everything that and anything that is aligned for its highest, best good right now. Or you might have things that you'd like to be pulling up. You might like to be pulling up energy. There's always an abundant source of energy. You might like to pull up happiness, joy, creativity, support. You might like to feel support. Just feel your body being supported by the earth beneath you. My body does. At the same time, how we can, after we pull up what we want, or before we pull up what we want, whatever feels right for you, and you can just stay at the grounding stage. You don't need to take it any further, but if you'd like, you can also interact with the earth, and you can pull up, and you can also let go of anything that no longer serves you. And again, this can be a general statement of, whatever is no longer aligned with my highest, best good. Please, I know that the earth is taking that from my being. My being lets go of that, and it gets recycled into the earth. And the earth knows how to recycle that energy. You don't need to worry about sending negative energies and disturbing the earth. It's not at all like that. The earth knows what to do. And trusting that is an important part of the process. And we can be specific about it. We can say, please take this ache, please take this tiredness, please take this statement that is bringing me sadness. Please take the overwhelm of emotion and help ground that for me. This is so important for for water dominant people who can feel a deluge of emotions. Having a lot of earth to help absorb that water of emotion. For fire, really important. In order to tamper that fire, sometimes the fire can be too low and then we need to bring some wind in to increase. And sometimes the fire can get tempered, needs some tampering down. It's like burning strong. Some things triggered us, some things made us angry. So especially for fire dominant people, but for everyone, it's a great way to temper fire energy. So if someone's feeling a surge of rage, a surge of, this fiery feeling, they can ground and help calm that. And for air, it helps weight down the thoughts and the ideas that air have to help them execute. And of course, for earth, it's just important to stay in touch with their dominant element. So I hope that you found this informative and that you feel calmer now. You can keep going and end at any time. You can have this be 20 minutes, or again, the more you do it, it will be a few seconds and you'll feel the grounding. So take the time when it comes to you. Remember this as a coping tool. I'm certainly, it's like there's so many basics that we sometimes forget, like breathing, eating, drinking, that can sometimes, when we're in a place of chaos, we'll just forget, which may sound ridiculous, but it can happen. We'll only shallow breathe. We'll drink only when we remember that we're really thirsty right before we go to bed. We'll eat because, all of a sudden hours will pass and our stomach will be grumbling. That's what happens when we're in places of crisis, when we're very distracted. And so grounding is one of the things that can help keep us inside our bodies, keep us with a finger to the pulse of what's going on with us. And it just helps us keep it together on all levels. So anyway, I hope that you find this as amazing a coping tool as I do. And please, please feel free to share. Sending love. For those of you who don't know me, Devorah Harrow, intuitive healer. And namaste. Have a wonderful, blessed day full of good.